Good morning, children. So, in today's session, we are going to have revision of Fibre to Fabric, that is chapter 3. So, in this revision session, we are going to see what we have done in our previous session, the production of silk. So, these are silk fabric made up of silk fiber. Silk, you are going to write these notes in your notebook very neatly. So, you are going to prepare notes for the pointers given to you. Silk is obtained from silkworms. The rearing of silkworms for obtaining silk is called sericulture. I hope you are writing. Life history of silk moth. The female silk moth lays eggs which hatch into larvae called caterpillars or silkworms. The larva feeds on mulberry leaves and grows in size. Then it secretes fiber made up of proteins and weaves the fibers around itself and completely and forms pupa. This covering is called cocoon. So here they have defined pupa and cocoon. Please take down these points in your notebook. So the pupa then develops into young silk moth. Silk yarn, that is thread, is obtained from the cocoon of the silk moth. The most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. This you have already learned, so you just need to make points in your book to remember those terms and definitions and all. Here you can see silk moth, male and female silk moth. Here you have a life history of silk moth. It's a cycle. So you have to draw this very neatly in your notebook with proper labeling. So please draw this in your notebook very neatly with the labeling, children. So here we have adult moth, that is female moth lays many tiny eggs on the leaves of the mulberry tree. So now the tiny eggs will grow into larvae. Larva will develop into caterpillar and caterpillar changes into pupa inside the cocoon. So and then that will grow into adult moth. So the cycle continues. So caterpillars feed on mulberry leaves for 3 to 4 weeks. Each of them then spin a cocoon around itself. So this cycle you need to understand and draw the diagram. Next, the life history of the silk moth, the actual pictures of that you can see. Adult silk moth, female silk moth with eggs. Here you can see the actual eggs on the leaves of the mulberry tree. Then you see caterpillar, that is the larva. The cocoon you can see over there. Those threads like structure being weaved by the pupa inside, and then cocoon with developing moth. So you can see these pictures and you can relate to the diagram which you have done. Next, this is the mulberry tree on the leaves of which the caterpillar feed on and they survive and they grow. So this is the leaves of the mulberry tree. Here is the mulberry tree. So they feed on them. So from cocoon to silk, you see silk moths are reared and the cocoons are collected to get silk yarns, that is threads. So you can see this is the silk moth are reared for this because they want silk threads. Rearing of silkworms, this is called as sericulture. So what they do in this sericulture, the female silk moth lays eggs. The eggs are warmed to a suitable temperature. Eggs hatch into larvae called caterpillar or silkworms. The silkworms are kept in bamboo trees and feeds on mulberry leaves and grows in size. After 30 to 40 days, the silkworm stops eating and begins to spin cocoons. Inside the cocoon, the silkworm develops into silk moth. So this is how the rearing of silkworm takes place. Next you will have processing of silk. How they process silk. So the cocoons are collected and kept in sunlight or boiled or exposed to steam. The silk fiber separates out. The process of taking out the fibers from the cocoon is called reeling. Reeling is done by machines. So reeling defined over here. So you have to take down this definition and you have to take down this entire points as processing of silk. So reeling is done by machine. The silk fibers are then spun into threads and woven into silk cloth. So this is how silk cloth is made. Now here you can see the industry and this is the entire procedure of the sericulture till the handloom industry, where the silk industry, the silk fibers are weaved, hand weaved, and then they are being converted into silk stoles, scarves, saris and all. So this industry is a handloom industry where the silk or cloth materials are handmade. So now in this picture, children, you can see how you obtain from cocoon, how you obtain silk. Here the cycle again, you can see as you are aware of it, the eggs, you can see the caterpillar formation, and then larvae, and you get a silk fiber, and then that fiber is actually, you get a silk fiber from cocoon, and from there it goes to the silk industry, and how it is hand weave, and you get handmade silk. You get saris, scarves, stoles and all of silk. So the people in the village, they are engaged in this for their livelihood. How to make silk in 5 steps: raising silkworms and harvesting cocoons. Then you have thread extraction, that is step 2. Step 3, dyeing. Step 4, spinning. Step 5, weaving. Design boom will soon sell handmade silk scarves made from this village. So please make a note in your book. Can you imagine that the soft silk yarn is as strong as a comparable thread of steel? So we can wonder how strong a silk yarn is. Now again you can see a handloom industry here. Do you know in India, women are significantly involved in various kinds of industries related to silk production. These are rearing of silkworms, reeling of silk from cocoons, and processing of raw silk into fabrics. By their enterprise, they contribute to the nation's economy, isn't it? China leads the world in silk production. India also ranks among the leading silk producing countries. Now assignment for the day. You are going to write this assignment in your notebook very neatly. For the answers, you are going to refer to the previous session notes which were told to be written in the notebook. You please write the answers in your notebook with the question. So first question here, what term is used for the following process? For the following process, washing of sheep's fleece to remove dust, dirt, dried sweat and grease. Next question over here, to which class animal fiber or plant fiber artificial silk belongs to? Next set of questions over here, you will have, name the goats which are found in Tibet and Ladakh. Next one, fourth one, name some wool yielding animal. In which part of India yak wool is common? Name the 2 fibers made up of protein. So this is a very short assignment for you children. In the next session, we are going to discuss question answers of NCERT. So we are done for the day. Thank you.
Life history of silk moth or rearing of silkworm. The lifespan of a silkworm is only about 2 months. The life cycle of silkworm has 4 stages. First, egg. Second, silkworm. Third, pupa or chrysalis or cocoon. And fourth, moth. Eggs are kept in cold storage for about 6 weeks after they are laid. The eggs are bathed in warm water and air-dried. Then they are incubated until they hatch and become worms. Hatching takes about 30 days. A tiny worm, white in color and about 5 to 6 mm, that is about 1/4 inch long, hatches out of an egg. This delicate worm needs a lot of care, and a silent and sanitary environment is a must for its survival. These worms are placed on bamboo trays covered with straw mats and a layer of selected finely chopped mulberry leaves. The greedy worm is said to devour about 30,000 times its initial weight in the 6-week feeding period. During this period, the silkworm sheds its skin, that is, molts, 4 times. When the worm ceases to eat, it attaches itself to a piece of straw or climbs the branches of trees or shrubs placed in the rearing house and begins to spin its cocoon. The spinning of cocoon in one continuous thread takes about 8 days. The amount of usable silk in each cocoon is quite small, and about 5,500 silkworms are required to produce about 1 kg of raw silk. That is, 2,500 to 3,000 cocoons are needed to make 1 yard of silk cloth. Sericin, a gum-like liquid, exudes from the 2 openings under the worm's mouth and causes the fibers to adhere to one another. These filaments get hardened on exposure to air. The silkworm covers itself with these filaments, and once the cocoon is completed, it sleeps for 15 to 20 days. The cocoons are collected, and to get silk thread, the foremost step is to kill the insect inside the cocoon.